Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Tyler Wysong. Today, I want to talk to you about the pharyngeal voice, or some people are now calling it twang, and how it can help you with your mixed voice. I do think before you jump in doing the twang and pharyngeal exercises, it is important to mention you need to have a solid chest voice. Hey! And you need to have a free and released falsetto or head voice. Woo! Because you need to give your voice somewhere to go as you're ascending the scale. And if your falsetto or head voice is not free and released, your pharyngeal voice probably won't be either. So what is the pharyngeal voice? Well, if I say this, nay, 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 it's that sound. That's the sound of twang or the pharyngeal voice, however you think of it. So what's going on here? Well, there's been some interesting research done on it. And what we're doing is we're accessing the middle pharyngeal constrictor and we're narrowing it. Now, I hate saying that because I don't want you to think of narrowing when you're doing it, but it is what's happening. All right, we're narrowing the middle pharyngeal constrictor, and when we do that, supposedly, there are these things in here called your piriform sinuses. Now, when the pharyngeal constrictors are relaxed and open and not narrow, the piriform sinuses swallow up a bunch of high frequency content. And this is kind of what we would hear a classical singer do and or see on a spectrogram. You'd see a little dip in this high frequency content. And in fact, it would just cut off at a certain point at about 5K. Well, when you narrow those pharyngeal walls and you cover up the piriform sinuses, you all of a sudden let off a ton of high frequency content that sounds kind of like bzzz, just buzzy noise. And it's awesome. And it's great for rock singing, it's great for pop singing, and it's really great for training your mixed voice. So I want to show you how you can start playing around with this sound. One of the best ways anyone ever showed me how to do this is plug your ears. So if I go like this, nay, 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 that's not pharyngeal. But I can hear clearly on the inside of my head that it's not. So watch. Nay, 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 nay. Very pharyngeal, okay? So there's a whole spectrum of this quality we can play around with, all right? What you really want to ask yourself is, when you unplug your ears, where is that? Where do I feel that? And allow it to stay there when you put it on the exercise. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. It's like a friendly way to kind of just hammer into those notes. I mean, this is why we use this exercise. Now, that sound could work for some styles of singing, but for most styles of singing, we're going to want to back off of that quality just a little bit. So what you can do is find a quality on the nay with your ears plugged. Nay, 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 kind of speaky, nay, nay, nay. Where is that? Nay, 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 when, you know, it's right there. When a man, that's where it is, right? That's a great example of something that we could use the pharyngeal voice for. It's like we exaggerate it a little bit in the beginning, because it gives us a feeling of grip, a friendly grip, like a friendly handshake, if you will, as we go up to the higher parts of our range. But it doesn't feel like chest anymore. It definitely feels like you're mixing chest and head together. And that's why the pharyngeal voice is so great, because it really does start to kind of force you to blend. And then of course what you're doing is you're asking yourself, what does that feel like? Where is that? Singing and learning to sing is like Such an awareness building exercise. You just got to do it over and over and over and ask yourself, what is that? What does that feel like? Where is that? Okay, we're building our mental structures. I want to leave you with this today. Lessons are repeated until they're learned. And when you're intentional about where you're going, that's when you can become who you want to be. That's when you can become the singer that you want to be. And I want to leave you with this today. A belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. If you did like this exercise, I just want to let you know I do have a full-blown course called Mixed Voice Masterclass. It is my life's work thus far on how to build and develop a usable mixed voice. If you want to check that out, I have a link down below. And if you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And also let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from y'all down there. And if you haven't yet, come on now, hit subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when I release more videos just like this one. Until next time.